Hello, good evening, and welcome back to another YouTube Live with Sandra's Craft Studio. Today I have a brand new product to share with you. Just getting my cameras ready here. I'm bringing you over. Got a brand new product that arrived in my last order. It was one of my favourite ones in the new annual catalogue. So it's good to be having that as an airing. My next box will be even more exciting because it's got Christmas. We're just around the corner. So hopefully then I will have some people join me shortly. I am going to share with you a colour challenge first. Let me take that off and just pop a colour challenge up here. Now this is one of my colleagues in Canada has just popped this up just a few hours ago, and I thought, oh, that would be nice colours. I do love those colours in there. Haven't got a clue what I'm going to be doing with them, but I like that colour combination. So I've got those cardstocks out on my desk and I'm going to be playing with those and I'll see what we come up with. So it's a bit of a wing it again. Those of you who know me know I've not been too good for the last week, but yesterday was a bit of a turning point. So pain thresholds have gone down quite drastically, so that's good. So I'm back in the craft studio. So these are the colours that Stephanie had in that graphic there. So we have basic white, fresh freesia, gorgeous grape, pear pizzazz and soft suede. Now the new product I'm going to introduce you to, I'm going to scoop those out of the way, and I have my little mini cut and emboss machine, but this was a new bundle that arrived with me. Hi Shaz, I have rested up, yes, I've been well looked after, and our guest's mum, she was looking after me as well, bless her. So yeah, a particularly bad flare up and a couple of other complications as well. So you saw the comments, I expect. So yes, but hey, yesterday the pain really started to go down. So I've been popping pills. Don't like taking tablets, but I've been popping pills like there's no tomorrow. And yeah, so an eventful week to say the least. So this set here, now you will see me, so I've got the glaring light on there. Look, I'm going to bring that up. So Charming Sentiments. This is a bit of an unusual set. You've seen me fussy cut. You know that I love to fussy cut. So I will stamp an image and think nothing of trimming around this image and fussy cutting. Beauty of this set is that every single greeting on here has got an individual die that goes with it. So if we open the die packet up, there are 2 sheets of dies in here. They look funny shapes, but every single one of those will go round the greetings. So I have literally only opened this today. So we will have fun and games. These are all additional elements that go with it. So these ones are sentiments, but these extra images, I will play with those and we'll be sharing some of those later. Lovely to see you, Pam, as well. Yes, Shaz, very painful, doubled up in pain. Yeah, quite chronic. When you're phoning 111, out of hours just before midnight and waiting for a call back, and it doesn't bode well. So I've got a high pain threshold, but that just got beyond acceptable. So I'm going to be try playing with these 2 today. I love candles and I know that these 2 will be good elements. So all of these, as I said, we will choose a sentiment later and I will demonstrate how they work. But as I get to play with this, you will find that I'll do some sample cards up and show those. It will be backwards week this week. It will be, I normally do Sunday and Wednesday, the similar theme. So this week it will be Wednesday, then Sunday. So I'll go back to front. So you'll see some more on Sunday evening. Okay, all being well. So I'm going to leave these out. I'll leave those open. As I say, there are 30 dies in here and 17 stamps. So every one of the sentiments has got its matching die, and then some nice sneaky peeks on how you can actually use these to maximum advantage. They will be coming back. Thanks, Pam. Yeah, yesterday afternoon was a bit of a turning point, and started having some proper food, which, yeah, my stomach was actually rumbling for food instead of rumbling for other reasons. So I am going to start with, I would like to use my note cards tonight. I'm going to take one of the white ones. Shame they don't still do these boxes because they are just perfect for the note cards. Because I want to use those candles. I think they're going to be the right size for doing something on this scale. I will use the bigger cards on Sunday with this same bundle. so I will use both ways. Last time I was on here, I remember someone saying I'd got a thicker jumper because it was quite chilly in here. Today we've had rain, we've had sun, we've had more sun, then rain, more sun. It's been a really strange weather day. Pop the envelope out of the way and I'll concentrate on this. Because these haven't even been taken off their backing yet, I'm just going to show you how their sizes will go with this. Okie doke. And there's this piece here is the actual flames. Let me see if I can get a spatula. I have one over here. I know I have. I might have actually left it the other side of the desk, but we will see. I can see it and it's out of sight. That would be, wouldn't it? Out of reach, sorry. Okay, let's get scissors. So these are very strongly adhered onto here. Candles are both there, look, don't lose them. But what was I going to say, this one here, this is got a fan around the top. So I'm just going to help that underneath by lifting that with my scissors. Because the tape, those of you who've had our dies, really, really sticky under there. So it's quite strong to prise off. Lots of these symbols on here. I love the fact there's extras. So there's an innie and outie on that star. And then the solid star, a heart with an innie and outie as well. And some nice things I've got in mind to do those. This looks like a wand or a stem. It could have this as a flower on the top. All sorts, and they will be played with, believe me. So get those out of the way. For the start, I'm just going to cut myself a matte layer of white. We'll put some colours behind it. So for tonight we will work in inches. Those of you who know, when I work with the note cards, I like to use inches because that's the colour, the size they start in. So we're 3.5 inches by 5. So 5 inches will come down to 4 3/4. Get rid of that. And then 3.5 will come down to 3 1/4. Okay. So if I cut a couple of pieces, don't really know what we're doing. Like I said, it's just a bit of an impromptu because I love this bundle and it's just arrived. So we'll see how we go with those. This width will also go through on our plate, so on the mini machine. So when we're trying to do a layer for our note cards, I have fairly handy just in front of me there. I've got a feeling, I'm not sure if I used these on the last one or not. These are the craft ones that are new in the annual catalogue. So these are exactly the same size as the white, but they're in the craft card and the craft envelopes. Sometimes colours lend themselves to that. Now, the colours I'm using tonight, I preferred the white, but I just thought I'd show you those just to say that they come in a pack as well. And there's a gift box that comes in there, just one box, but it's quite handy. So I like to work with layers that I can use on the mini machine because you know me, I love them. So I'll just try one layer to start with. So this one is starting to bow a little bit on here, but I wanted to show you how these flames actually cut through the middle. So I'm going to start off with one in the centre. What I didn't grab for is my tape, but I can, excuse my arm and my head. Got my Scotch tape. So I'm going to start with one roughly in the centre. Just a little tiny piece of tape, just to hold that in situ, because we kind of want to place these where we want them. All right, now just to give you an idea of the size, you've got one that is a solid and that's the back. This is the open weave one. So this would be the flame coming through there. Okay, so you could layer up your candles. So we're going to do that in a sec. I'm going to run this through the mini machine. Taking care not to lose those ones over there. So that's not actually in the centre. My eyes are deceiving me. So let me just reposition that. I think it's because it's a strange shape. It doesn't look like it is. But maybe it is. I'm good at eyeballing usually. So same gap to the right and left. That looks about right. Nearer than it was. Okay. Hi Carol. Yes, lovely. Thanks to see me back. I was pretty rough at the weekend. So the only trouble with using this is when you've got lots of dents in here, it will dent your card. So this is just an experiment. I want to just show you all these pieces. Now we have these pieces here. If you wanted to use those, if they were in, say, a yellow, you could actually use those rays on their own. Tonight, they're going on the floor. Okay, I haven't got a use for them at the moment, but I just wanted you to see that how that can look with the little pieces coming out. And I like to have threes on things, so I'm going to put one slightly to the right and one slightly to the left. So we're going to start with these ones. By Sunday I'll have had time, hopefully, to have another play and do different designs. I must admit, you're seeing how easily these come out of here. Really, really clean. And these pieces again on the floor. They get hoovered up tomorrow. Okay. Who else crafts and just decants to the floor? Go on, be honest, please. Hi, Julie. Lovely to see you. I'm sure I'm not alone in putting things on the floor. Just scrape the little bits there. I cleared my whole desk space Monday. I had somebody here helping sort some demonstrator swap parcels. And believe me, there was a lot to sort. So they are just going to be parcelled up. I will get to the post office for tomorrow. So they will all be gone. We had to spread them out. So apart from these scratches on here, which are just sadly just showing my eye, I can see, they are start of 3 flames on there. Okay, this piece, I'm going to make sure that all of those pieces are out of the die. And I have a habit of putting those away clean. So if you can see the little white pieces on here, just sticking in there, I like to just poke those out. With the pokey tool, the end of take your pick tool, make sure it's nice and clean. That way, when you go and use it next time, you know that it is ready to go and not going to be clogged up. Okay, so that's another little one. So using my colour palette today, I think I'm going to try to get some scraps from these 2 purples because I think that they will look lovely. So some small scraps. Great way of using up and a great way for your little machine. We all have little pieces kicking around. Always seem to get lots of strips as well. So let's grab these. So decide which layer you'd like on the top and which layer you'd like showing through from the back. I think I'm going to try this combination. But hey, we might try it the other way around as well. Okay. Yes, you just sweep up after. Yeah, I've got wooden floors in here, Shaz. It's an old building and it's wooden floors, and yeah, the hoover goes over it and it's great. If there's any bigger pieces, I suck them up with a hoover or I just pick them up on their own. But yes, it's good to, I'm just going to put those over on my template. Oh, look at that. You are seeing this raw. This is the first time I've taken this off here. So you can see how beautifully they all come away. Can I get you in a little bit closer? Let me see. Oops. Zoom you just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. There you go. That one in the corner. Get you over. There you go. Can you see that? So that one, literally, they've just fallen out. And again, they've left the pieces back on the die there. So I'm going to do that one that way round. If I show you what they look like first. So this one can be placed over that one. And you'll get that combination through. So the dark pieces will show upwards. And I think we do, at least one we do one way and then the other 2 going the opposite way. So if you do one of each first and see which we prefer. If your strip is quite close, then do just hold it in place with a piece of tape. Okay, just make sure that it doesn't move when you're turning the wheel. Okay. And remember, with the baby machine, we do stagger the plates. If you've missed me before, I think you've got some demos on here, but if you've missed me before, in the annual catalogue, there are 3 bundles where you can get the 10% discount off the bundle and off the mini machine. So if you didn't take advantage of the offer that was out recently, take advantage of this one if one of those 3 stamp sets is the one you'd like to get. One of the ones on your wish list. Okay, and then you can take advantage and get that cheaper again. Okay, so this is the other combination. I was just putting them on the white just to make it stand out a little bit more. So we've got the light on the dark and the dark on the light. So they're my two combinations. Can you see those? They cut so well. Okay, so they're nice and clear. I like the darker ones, so I think I'm going to do another one of the darker on the top. Okay, this is one of those ideas where it's good to have a cello bag or something you can just keep the pieces in. So you can cut several of these, have a session die cutting and put them in a little poly bag, and I put them in the same case that the stamp and the dies are in. So when I come to it next time, I think, oh yes, I like that colour combination. Okay, that's a big scrap that can go over there. So again, just lift these off the plate, but when they come out perfectly. There we go. Pop that back on there, and that one back on there. There's my whole piece for that one. And these ones just get scraped on the floor. Again, I like to leave my plates ready to use for next time. We will use this again in a sec, but we'll work out what we're doing with the card first. So with these pieces here, I've got another little tip. If you haven't seen me already, this is the, I've got a piece of grid paper there. This is the silicone mat. And you can see there's a lot of glue on there. Okay, so I want to show you just with water. This is just a spritzer bottle that I used from a Body Shop product because it has a really nice fine mist on it. And I've just spritzed that. And I'm going to take a piece of kitchen roll here and I'm just going to wipe it. Now this it's been on there a while, so it might pill, but I was going to clean it and I thought I want to show you again, just refresh to you, how just rubbing that with water, the silicone will just resist that glue and it will just come off. Look at this big lump here. You see how that's just bubbling together. Okay, and it's just forming a nice big gluey lump. I won't throw this on the floor. The cats might get it. Okay, so that's all accumulated on there. So I'll just wrap that in the other way. Spritz some clean water. And then wipe that again. And it's just wiping all of those little pieces off. Okay, it is a great way of using the silicone mat. Okay, comes up as good as new. Wipe the area around it as well so we haven't got bits on the table. There we go. And that is as good as new and ready to go again. Okay. So how I use this is, I hope I have a piece of sponge on my desk. I did have a piece here. It's gone Heidi's. If not, I'll grab another piece from the drawer. Just a sec. These are just my pieces of cheap bath sponge and just cut a chunk off there. Okay, so my Tombow, I just put a little puddle in the corner, find one that's running fairly well. One of these I left the lid off and I wasn't crafting for a few days, so it might be that one. There you go. So just squeeze a little bit out. And then I use just the end of that and massage a little bit in. So I'm going to put this on the back of here, okay, not on the flame because there is nothing for it to attach to, and just tap that over. So it's very, very fine. Good old tweezers to the ready. And I'm going to lay this onto a piece of the lighter, so like so. It's a way of making sure that you don't get lots of glue that just oozes out the side. Okay, so that's one. Same with these, don't put it in the same place, so I'm going to put that next door to it and just tap over there as well. Pick that one up and onto a dark layer. Onto there, press it down, and then the third one as well. So that's the back of that one. Oh, fingers and thumbs tonight. So not on the flame again, choose another clean piece. And just work your way around the mat. If you put it on the back of another piece, you're going to get adhesive on the front there. I know a little bit is seeped through on this one. That will wipe off with my piece of kitchen roll. Just tap that down. There we go. And there's my 3 candles. Okay, we'll set this one to the side for a minute because I don't want the glue on everything. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that yet. So these 3 candles, not 4 candles, UK peeps. UK, we have the 2 Ronnies, the sketches from there. So the dark ones can come out like so, and that can just be a flame from there. Now the colour combination I have today is kind of not leaving me much choice with the yellows for a flame. If I had a piece of the gold might shine, or silver might shine behind that. What shall we do? Let's just see when I can find my foil quickly. Not far away, I know. There's gold. Because we've got the soft suede there, we'll bring a little piece of gold behind that and see how that's going to shine. So that might look nice with those flames coming through. Okay. Like so. Okay. So now what I'm going to do next is to choose a greeting that I think is going to work. So put that to one side, and then it'll transition as we use it. So the greetings on here, kind of would like a long one. Some lovely ones on here. That's a bit big for the card. I think this top one here, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Find out where that is on the stamps here. I have a block. That's Daisy. There we go. Ha ha. I missed which the ha ha was for. You know me, I say things as they come out. So we've got a long piece here, so I'm going to use that. I'm using the purples. I'm going to use the maybe the greens coming back through. I've got all of the stamp pads out here. We'll see which one. Let's try the purple and see how we go. So I'll take that on there. These are brand new, so that is the first time of inking, so I might ink this twice. We'll see how it goes. In that corner. That's lovely. On Sunday, I will show you some of the ways of using this with the Stamparatus. Okay, so you will see other... Just bring that back into view so you can see. Pop that away. Yeah, the Stamparatus is really good. Yes, I should have done 4 candles, shouldn't I, Shaz? For the overseas one, we have the 2 Ronnie sketch, and they did a where different words can be said and are taken as different meanings, totally different. So you've got fork handles for digging in the garden, and then you've got 4 candles, as in this type of candle. But it was so many skits like that where they were intermingling the language. It was funny, really funny. It's one of my dad's favourites in his day. But the oldies are the best. So I think that this one is going to be this die at the top here. And this is going to show you how easy it is to cut these. And it's done all the fussy cutting for you. So we bring the machine back. Okay. Cut that through. So you can see all of those little wiggles go in between all of the words. You can see everything there. Just make sure that you get the ends of the W and the E on the end there. Make sure that the tail is okay. Just sure that you're happy. Like I say, you are seeing this raw straight out of the packet today. So we will rely on the lineup as best we can. I can see that that is in both ends. I think those are all fine. We pop that on and we run it through. As easy as that. It was hilarious. It's one of the best. I'm sure that's one of their top ones. Okay, and there is my greeting all cut out, look. So everything's done for you, no fussy cutting, and then that could go across there like so. Okay, so I will put that one away. The other thing with my plates, I was saying about how you can get the scratches on there. You can also get the inks coming out of here. So where you the card pigments, so where you've got all the little bits of dyes, this cardstock have squashed that in there. You can give these a good scrub, and I think these are at the stage they really could do with a good scrub. So I will be doing that. And of course I use my isopropanol alcohol as well. I was working out what texture I could do on the background of this. So just pop that out of the way for a sec. So we'll have a piece of the gold coming over those just to cut those through. So I want that to be about here. Or in fact, just cutting a piece off there, that would work behind there. So what I might just do first is attach that one down. Okay, because it's shiny on here, I'm just going to use a little piece of tear and tape, just top and bottom. Find the end. There it is. Oh, on Sunday I must remember to bring a little prop on with me. I had a call with one of the ladies who normally follows me on here. She's moved to back to America. She's retired back to America, and I showed her. It's my birthday last Thursday. Yeah, not the most comfortable of birthdays, but I was woken up in the morning by our Ukrainian family, the mum and the daughter, knocked on my bedroom door and came in to see me, and they brought me this most beautiful gift that the 10-year-old had handmade. And it was lovely, absolutely lovely. I must show you, I must bring it on to a live so you can all see it. I just couldn't believe, I'd seen her being busy with something and she said it was a secret, so I wasn't allowed to know. Then I found out David knew about it. But anyway, it was really good. And for a 10-year-old, you will be amazed at her talent. So, there's my base. There are my candles glowing. Here is my note card base. Now we'll lay these on, but we want to put some layers behind here. So if we're going to have the depth of those coming down, just roughly, have 3 candles. And I wanted some texture on here. Now, I did get out, not sure I'm going to use it. I did get out some of my embossing folders. We have this one, which is, you've got hello and you've got thanks. Now this is for birthday, so I didn't really think either of those would work. So not on this occasion, but I do want to point out, I will be getting, I haven't got them yet, but in the annual catalogue, there is 2 more that are coming out. So here's hello and thanks. Here you've got congratulations, and you've also got birthday, happy birthday, in all the different languages. Now the birthday one will be very useful. I highlighted it thinking I'd bought it, and I've put across because I haven't got it yet, but I will be ordering that one. So birthdays would be great because you can run some quick birthday cards through. But because I'm going to take this down a layer, I'm going to write on a scrap of paper here. I had my layers. Oh, come back, pen. So I started off with my card. This is how I work out my measurements. So 5 inches by 3.5 inches. Note card size, so they come in that pre-cut. So we took that down to 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Now I want to come down another layer still. So I will take a little bit off the edges of this, and I will take this now down to 4.5 by 3 inches. So I'm taking 1/4 inch off each time. And sometimes if you just make yourself a little list like that, coming down on each one in stages, it helps you with your maths, trying to get your layers right. Now, I know I was going on that colour combo, but the soft suede could be my soft suede in gold could be near. Just wondering, green's not really going to go. I might just go with the 3 colours from my, yes, I think I will. I'm going to go to the purple again, I think. So we'll just cover that up for a sec. So we're going to take this one down to the size of my white one. We'll go 4 3/4 by 3 1/4, 3 1/4. If you want narrower layers, you can always go 1/8 of an inch instead. And I'm going to take the white layer. Now this has got on my other pieces, so I'm going to take off the 1/4 off the bottom here. So take that down to 3 inches on that side. Okay, and then I need to take off a 1/4 off one of the sides. They are pretty even, but I think that one's a little bit more. Yeah, so we'll take a piece off there, and we will end up with 3 inches on here. So just 4.5 by 3 inches. So 4.5. There we go. So I've taken a little bit off each side just to keep it central. Fairly central anyway. Make sure nothing's stuck on the back. So my layer now is going to sit on here. Okay, and then in turn that is going to go onto my base card. Okay, now I did think about putting some splatters on here. We're good for time, and I have some water brushes here beside me. Stampin' Up water brushes come in a pack of 3 water painters. I kind of go for a middle one on this. I just want to pick up some colour. So I've got all the colour re-inkers out and the colours of the ink pads. So I think I'm just going to put on here a little dob of the Pear Pizzazz, just a tiny dot. I've got some of that on the lid, so be careful that doesn't catch on your fingers. Little dot of this one, gorgeous grape. Just touch it on there really, you're not squeezing it at all. It was very thoughtful, wasn't it, Shaz? Absolutely gorgeous. You wait till you see it. It's incredible for the for her age. So I'm just going to spritz these very closely, just with a little bit of ink like so. So I'm going to pick this up, stir this in, but what I wanted to do on here was just do some splatters. So I tend to go point down like this. You've got a nice wet saturated brush. And I have something to knock it against. So my Tombow is really good for this. So I'm just going to put some splodges. Just pick up enough to actually let it. It was a dry brush actually, wasn't it? So I kind of need to get quite a bit on there. There we go. Starting to come out now. Just a bit of splatter. I wipe that on my kitchen roll just to clean the excess off there. And I go in with my purple, my darker one, and do the same. Just a few little speckles, that's all we're after. Just pick up your ink and just give some delicate little splatters. Looks better from here than it probably does up in the air at the moment. And then lastly, the paler one over here. Just picture that. Probably won't show much, but all 3 of those are in there. Okay, and wipe that. I can clean that properly later, but that's just under the cold tap. And we end up with just some little splatters on there, just some decoration, just to give a little bit of texture. Okay, and that will just wipe off with a spray and water again. So I'm going to build these up now. That was to give us 3 different colours on there. Okay, so that's going to come on there. So I'll start at the bottom. I'm going to keep this one flat. No, I think I'm going to go this one on top first. I have my Fresh Freesia ribbon here, and why I've paused is because I might wrap that with some ribbon. We've got thunder starting here, guys. I don't know what the weather has been like in the rest of the UK, but we have had rain, heavy rain, drizzle, and then we've had sun again. So we've kind of gone around the houses. So I might wrap some of this around. So one of my colours was Fresh Freesia. So if my candles are going to come Sentiment and 3 again, like so. Before I attach this down, I kind of like to run that round. Run that through and have that over the top. think I'm going to stick those down first. Let's get some tweezers. Stop these from moving around like they are at the moment. So just hold it in tweezers and a little bit of adhesive on the back. Now, you know, I believe I said on the last recording, in the new annual catalogue, the new Christmas catalogue coming, there is an embossing toolkit. Looks really good, and it has got in a pair of tweezers. So I have got them coming on my pre-order. So as soon as they are here, if they're here tomorrow, you will see them on Sunday without fail. So I will make something embossed so I can show you. So all I've done here is kept the angle of those coming through. You'll see there's some gold on there. Okay, so I've got a nice little gold background in there. I'm not going to do the embossed letters, the words, so I'm going to take that down. The other thing I might try at some point is the splatters, because the other two were splatters and stripes. These splatters are quite good, just for giving some texture. So this is just going to wrap round and through the back. Okay, and we can cut a piece off and tie a little bow somewhere where it's going to be handy. Pull that one through. Am I off camera? There you go, if you can hear the thunder. It's coming through. So just cut that off. Get the excess out of the way. We'll tie a little bow. We can slide it up and down in a minute. I like to have it out of the way of the sentiment, so I'm going to aim for being over the side here. Okay, so my little bunny ears, a little loop there, a little loop there. Oh, coming through, there we go. They are strong reverse tweezers. Great quality. Oh, you've got yours already, Shaz? They turned up. Wow, I ordered mine straight away. I think my order did get delayed because hubby had a call from UPS this morning trying to track down Sandra Roberts on Attleborough Road. I didn't know what the house number was or the name. So I think the label has been obscured, so I think mine should have been here today. So I think that's going to work quite nicely, but I might shove that up a bit. Okay, and the sentiment can come... I was going to try and put that to the side. Oh, there you go. Smudge is saying hello, guys. So I'm thinking if I have that off to the side there, and the sentiment can be on pads, so you can just see the tail ends of the candles coming at the bottom. That's what my idea is. So we can adhere that one down. We know where we're going. Just have that coming just in on the side there. Now, the way to anchor these down evenly, if you want to, you can grab a piece of tear and tape, anchor it where you want it, and then the same on the opposite side. You can use your grid mat here to make sure it's fairly straight across and anchor. Okay. Now it's up to you. You can take those off if you want, or you could leave them there as long as you've got sufficient adhesive all the way around. That would work well. Okay, because I have ribbon on here. The ribbon is bulky enough that it will be the thickness of a dimensional for when you have your postage thickness. So I try to only have one layer. So if there's a knot or a bow, then that is the width of my layer, thickness of my layer. Otherwise it will go to the next bracket. And as it's a small card, I really don't want to pay large letter postage. So then this is my pre-cut layer, and that can go through the middle already cut out for you. Quite plain and simple. I want that through so you can see the tail ends coming out. And that, if I put that on there, that will still take up that thickness. So we have some dimensionals. Oh, we've got some little ones. We have some small ones here. They will be just fine in there, in the big bits. And then if you want that extra bit, you can take the edges of your dimensionals. We all use edges, so make sure to make them use your advantage. So along those straight pieces on the side there. They are good. Okay, sorry, I'm nearly off camera. Take those off. Now, another time I might be inclined to emboss this so it's raised. because the white against the white blend quite easily, but you've got some ribbon behind there. Okay, there we go. And of course we need some more bling on there as well. Because my ribbon is moving, I'm going to take another piece. Just snip that off. Okay, you can use glue dots, but I sometimes like to just use this. If you start it off on an edge here, you can pick at the edge, and then you have your piece of tape that you can just lay underneath. Okay, like so, and just pop that underneath your ribbon, lay it along the length. Okay, like so, and that will just adhere your ribbon down so it won't move about. There we go, because it bounces otherwise. Okay, but there's a cute little card just to get you started, showing off the candles, the apertures here that you can punch out, a little bow on the side in the same colours. We've done a couple of colours out of that colour combination. Okay, now sitting with your respite client. Oh, Joy, bless you. Oh, that's kind of you. Do you do a video when I get... Oh, absolutely, Joy, I will do. Hi, Smudge. Yeah, I love tweezers, you know that. I've got to use them and I want people to see them, so I would definitely show them. If the box comes tomorrow as I plan, as I hope it's going to be, then I will use something embossed. I'll use this bundle again. I will do some heat embossing so we can use the kit, and the tweezers are in the kit. Okay, so we'll definitely do that. I hope it should be, because that's the only order I've got outstanding. Love the purple. Yes, it was... Joy, if you joined us later, it was Stephanie Fletcher in Canada. That was her colour combination she posted today. So I kind of pulled everything out, didn't really know where I was going. Brand new set today, and just to show you how that the greetings are all die cut for you. Really nice and cute. And that's just with the little note card. Okay, but I will have more, and I will be with you again with more on Sunday. Okay, I will bring you back to me. We'll take that off and bring you back over. Thanks again for joining me. Like I say, it's another little ad hoc tonight. It's a wing it one, not knowing what I was going to do. Of course, we have the envelope here to decorate as well, so I will put some strips or something down the side there and make that look so it matches the card. Maybe a little candle in the corner. Okay, and I will post a picture of those up, and that'll be on the graphic on the front of my YouTube. So if you're watching me on replay and you want to be notified, I'm live here every Wednesday, apart from when I'm poorly. And I will be back Sunday on Facebook Live. Okay, so thanks for joining me. Take care and see you all soon. Oh, and for those of you who follow us on Woohoo or the Global Share Fair, we have got a weekends event coming up this weekend. So I will be sending out the invitations shortly. So you